Guys, let's put your hands together for Tommy J. Warren, ladies and gentlemen.
How is everyone doing tonight? Great. Thank you very much for coming out and supporting live comedy and entertainment. Much appreciated. I'm the fat guy with his face on the shirt. I'll tell you guys a little bit about me. I'm 48 years old, so you know my bills come more a month than I do. Little known fact, I have 7 children. That's true, God's honest truth. It's not my fault, I just really like coming and playing with the boxes they come in. So, sorry, I'm just thinking about the box. Your Donald Trump impression was freaking awesome, man. Love that. So, gotta hear that. That was great. Thank you. You should just put orange, like roll around in Cheetos or something. Yeah. So, as you guys can tell, I do have a bit of a weight problem. And that's because my favorite sandwich is an ice cream sandwich. It's yours too. I can prove it. Next time you guys are all at a function, normally a funeral, they put out those little triangle sandwiches. Bring a box of ice cream sandwiches, slap them down on the table, see what disappears quicker. So that's factual. I had a really good shower thought the other day. Of the men in this room, who hates arguing with their partner? Right? Yeah. Right? Next time you're arguing with your partner and you want it to end, start stripping. Because within 30 seconds, she's going to get a headache, tired, and need to have a nap. That's factual. Want nothing to do with you. Now, women, on the other hand, if you're arguing with your partner and you want it to end, take your top off. But no. It is scientifically proven men lose 50% of their thinking ability when you're topless. 25% for each one. Now, if you're out in public and you're still arguing and you won't stop, whip them out. If I'm there and I see you, I will come over and support you. So I was doing some research earlier and I found the healthiest form of stress relief. Can anybody guess what that is? Sex. An orgasm. So I took that one step farther. I've gotten so good at it, I've become a personal trainer. So if I see you and I tell you to go fuck yourself, it's not that I'm mad at you or anything. I just care. I don't want to see you stressed out. Right? So wasn't sure if I was going to sneeze there or not. So one thing I found out, I didn't realize until I got married, and the married men in this room can verify. I didn't know that I didn't know how to pack groceries until I got married. Any of you ever go shopping with your spouse, especially grocery shopping, and things are coming down the conveyor, you're putting them in the bags, and she's like, that doesn't go in there. That doesn't go. I had no fucking idea I was doing it wrong. My shit still got home, but apparently if I don't pack it right, it doesn't work. As I mentioned, I got 7 kids, and that's one thing I truly believe in, and I want to pass this information on to all the men in this room, especially my uncle. You need to make sure your women have an orgasm every time. Women, wouldn't that be awesome? Every time, man? Wouldn't you like to make every time? I make sure my wife has an orgasm every time. Whether she swallows it, wipes it off, lets it drip down her leg, it's up to her, but I give her one every time. So remember that. That is important. So as you guys can tell, I'm pretty fucking twisted. I'm glad I'm not in the dating pool. When I was younger, if you called someone a butt licker, that was a great insult. Now it's an option on dating apps. Right? Like you double dip a chip at a party, people will lose their fucking mind, but they have no problem talking about eating ass. Try that next time you're at a party. Have a conversation with someone about eating ass and then double dip the chip. Watch them lose their mind. Especially if you're double dipping and they're dead. So, I've done it. I was out shopping last, just early summer, and I found this one product, and I want to tell all the guys in this room, or any lesbians in the room, about this product. Don't buy it. Okay? It took me 6 weeks to get the taste out of my mouth. Right? The product's called Vagisil. It doesn't fucking taste like the real thing. And I was really upset about that. I was like, vag in a tube. Apparently that's not what it's for. The women that aren't laughing in this room know exactly what it's for. So, who here has a spouse or a partner? It's always changing and playing with the fucking thermostat in the wintertime. They're always cold, right? Here's what you do next time they go to turn it up when the weather's cold. Just look right at them and say, darling, do you know you don't have to turn up the thermostat? If you would do some fucking chores, you'll warm up. If you do that and she stabs you, you took advice from a fat guy with his face on his shirt. Just remember where you got that from. So, when I was younger, I was a bit mischievous. My aunt and uncle here can verify that. I found something on my mom's, and she told me it was an earring cleaner. Later on that week at school, we all remember show and tell, right? The teacher said that they wanted something different brought in, not the regular G.I. Joes, My Little Ponies and all. They want something different. They want to see something they've never seen before. Well, I've never seen anybody that has ever seen or used an earring cleaner. Ma'am, do you have an earring cleaner? No? Okay. Well, my mom did. So I took it to school. My turn for show and tell. So I lifted it up and I said, "This is my mom's earring cleaner." And then I turned it on. That's right, I found my mom's vibrator. She didn't want to tell me what it was. So I watched in horror as the teacher ran across the room to me and snatched it from me. And then she had that moment, you realize when people are thinking about something when they're standing there and they're like, because during recess, we were all outside going, "Look what I can do." That was in my mom. That's appropriate response. Yeah, the great part was my mom knew the principal. So I'm in the office, my principal calls my mom, mom's got to come down. My mom walks in the room, they sit down, they're talking. I'm not paying attention to what they're talking about. It's laying there, I reach out, flip it on. Across the desk. My mom was fucking mortified, but she was friends with the principal. So Pastor Jeff wasn't happy about that. So, just before I'm out of time, I want to let you guys in. I'll tell you a little bit more about myself, because I know you all want to know. 7 years ago, I got a phone call I didn't want to hear. I was told that I had advanced colon cancer, and it's very serious, and it will probably take my life. So I quickly had an operation, changed my diet, did a whole bunch of things. I beat it, and here I am. Thank you very much. So because of that, every year I get to go for the male equivalent of a pap smear. I get thoroughly checked out every year. It's a very long process. About 2 hours. So this last year, I went in for my yearly physical. Now I'm going to say picture this, but please don't. You don't need anyone throwing up. But picture me, butt-ass naked, on the table with my feet in the stirrups. Hot. Well, at the time I was 290 pounds. I was fucking hot. So my doctor walks in, washes his hands, decides he's going to start the exam by checking for a hernia. Anybody here know they check a guy for a hernia? Grab your balls and they tell you to cough. Yeah. Keep in mind, he just washed his hands in the coldest fucking water you'll ever see. What happens to guys when things get cold?
Shrinks.
They shrink.
Oh yeah! I already have proportion problems. I don't need any help in that. So, picture this, if you will. Everyone close their eyes and picture it. I'm butt-ass naked, my doctor's between my legs, got my balls in his hand, and he's about 6 inches away from my cock, the tip of my cock. And he tells me to cough. The best I could get out is a It was at that moment he looks up at me. Anybody here ever like involuntarily blinked or winked at someone? That's right, folks. It was at that moment I looked down, seen my doctor holding my balls, and I decided to wink at him. Like, it was a good, like, there was no, like, it wasn't dust in the air. I was like, oh. And I was like, well, fuck me. So now I need to make this completely awkward. So I proceeded to put my hand on his head. Keep in mind where he still is. Then I ran my fingers through his hair. The funny part about that is in 2 weeks I go back for this year's physical. So I might vajazzle it. Add some sprinkles or sparkles or something. What the fuck? Why did I say sprinkles? You can tell I'm fat, right? Yeah, like it's a rainbow shrimp right? So that's so I've been given the clear. I have no cancer, so I'm very happy about that. So I would like to take this time to say thank you very much, Crazy Jacks, for having us. Thank you very much to Van for putting this together. And thank you guys very much all for coming out. My name's Tommy J. Warren, and I do appreciate you coming out and supporting live comedy and entertainment. I am from Niagara. It's a long drive. I do... So that's what it's like when you grab it.
Wow.
As I was saying, I do have some shirts for sale and whatnot if you guys want to help a comic out get back. If not, my wife's got to push my Suburban 200 kilometers long. Thank you very much. Let's bring Dan back.
That is our show, ladies and gentlemen.